sick, but definitely next Zoom I will be able to come in front with the video.
This meeting is being recorded.
Without any further delay, we are going to start. Let me just connect with my conversation I started yesterday. And I have said that we need to go to the production mode. This is in the planning, and we have to get into it. I have created with my team one small presentation. This presentation is not a commercial presentation at the moment. It's more on a presentation of definitely the approach and what we are planning to do that is going to align with the narrative which we started last year with the Bitcoin Zero, and we did reach to some very good aspects, and then we did not talk about it much because a couple of things were being developed in the background, and we wanted to a couple of progress was there as well. So I'll talk about the progress. I've been into a couple of events with Bitcoin Zero, not shared with the community because wanted to grow to some extent before sharing with the community. I will share in my further Zooms the events I've been into. I've been into Barcelona. I've been into Europe Blockchain Festival in Berlin and some other places. Represented Bitcoin Zero on stage, got a couple of collaborations and couple of things which is going to touch base the demand and success of Bitcoin Zero, and finally how it gonna help community from Bitcoin Zero and also on ECN standpoint is where we are going to discuss. And so let me start with the very small presentation. It is going to take 20 to 25 minutes. That's the target for today, that we do this presentation today. And then again, in 2-3 days, we go to the next mode. Every 3-4 days, we will have a Zoom because a lot of content has to be shared, and we have to move forward because a lot of developments have already been done. And we will talk about migration, not today, and other things. So let us first start with one very simple presentation. This presentation is just a spotlight on why we wonder that some of the top crypto projects they do very well in a small period of time, and why they fall. And how Bitcoin is special. Definitely, I discussed about it when we started Bitcoin Zero, that why Bitcoin is special, and it's not, I mean, no other crypto is close to it. There's very basic reason behind it, which I'm going to share with you guys today. Can I see your hands? Because this is going to be a very simple, very easy way of understanding. All of us are in crypto industry. We are willing to learn and understand crypto industry more. And more importantly, we always, wanted to see that which is the best coin, which is the best crypto. After watching some giants falling this year, last year in 2022, we got into some of more. We got into a situation where we now are thinking that which is good to hold, which is not good to hold in so many things. Everyone has a portfolio. Everyone is willing to, make most of its portfolio. So very basic, because this basic presentation is going to create a base for upcoming Zoom meetings, presentations, and the production mode, which we are going to involve ourselves into. So thank you so much, for your hands. Let me share a very simple presentation. I think everyone here, whether you have a technical background or you don't have a technical background, try to make it in a way that everyone can understand. Let me know if you can see my screen, please. Can I see hands?
So it is visible.
Okay, thank you. So very importantly, this is like a very basic thing, is like how to create next Bitcoin. So there are two main ways to create the next Bitcoin. One is fork Bitcoin, and second is build a new crypto. What is fork Bitcoin? Fork Bitcoin, let me go to the solution number one. Fork Bitcoin and make it better. You just copy Bitcoin source code. It's open source code. After all, everyone knows that blockchain is an open source code. Make few changes, release it to the world, and then you say that voila, you have a new and better Bitcoin. Many people, oh my God, Vivek, can you stop this, please?
Sure, sir. I try.
Uh, Let us try to stop this because I don't know the motto of this, right? Uh, 240 people here. Uh, Everyone have work. I can see some videos. People are at work, at home, watching this. And there is no need of doing this. I mean, this will bring you nothing, by the way. So we can, if you cannot show respect to me, no problem, but you have more than 200 people here. You can show respect to them and their time. Okay, let me try sharing it again, and let's see if yeah, still same.
Sir, I'm trying to stop it, but still trying to find out the way how to do it.
Mm. Let's wait for some time. I'm trying to look into the settings. This is very unfortunate. Okay, I think got the option of making sure that we move forward without any hindrance. So let me go back and let me redo it. Sorry for inconvenience. Vivek, keep adding the participants in the waiting room, please.
Sure, sir. I'll keep adding.
All right, it looks fine now. So I was talking about this is a very quick 15 minutes of presentation, which will give us very good visibility, not only on that I'm trying to represent something to you, but will give us a very good visibility on the crypto industry side. So I was talking about how to create the next Bitcoin because everyone in industry, when they come up with the project, they claim their projects is better than Bitcoin. So there are two ways on a development ground to create next Bitcoin. One is fork Bitcoin, and second is build a brand new crypto. So when we were talking about the forking Bitcoin is simple. Like you basically there's a open source. You can just copy paste. You can make some changes if you want to make some changes, because there is no sense of making one more Bitcoin same as Bitcoin running on same things. So people tried in past. If we see that in past, there were like many forks of Bitcoin. They claim that that makes it faster, more scalable, has bigger blocks, etc. The only problem is that forking Bitcoin never worked. All the forks of Bitcoin have been collapsed, both relative to fiat. Relative to fiat, I mean to say US dollars, euro, pound, yen, and most importantly, relative to a Bitcoin. So most of us already know that what I'm talking about. The two big forks of Bitcoin in the past. One was Bitcoin Cash, BCH, and this is a Bitcoin Cash chart with the pair of BTC, and you can see that Bitcoin Cash has gone to zero in relative to Bitcoin from 2018 to 2022 or probably 2023. So I'm talking about some of the very big forks of Bitcoin in the past. One is Bitcoin Cash, definitely has gone to zero compared to Bitcoin, and then you have BSV, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, which was also and all these two cryptos are top 100 cryptos, but compared to Bitcoin, they both have gone to zero. So the thing that I was talking about earlier is that the only problem is that it never worked. The most biggest forks of Bitcoin has gone to zero compared to Bitcoin over the period of time. So since we know that the solution number one, people tried, it did not work. So let's talk about solution number two. The solution number two is build a new crypto that is harder, better, faster, and stronger. This is what people say, like Polkadot, Solana, Phantom, Ethereum, Kronos. All these are layer one solutions in the market, or layer two solutions. Polygon, they always say that their blockchain is better than Bitcoin, because they have made it more stronger, harder, better, and faster. So basically, what it is, I call them development houses, software houses. So it's like, let's get my developer friends together get some VCs, which are basically venture capital funding to pay for the project and start coding, because these are the complex software and you need funding to pay the developers, then you need money for marketing, then you need money for liquidity, listing, so many things. So basically, you need definitely funds to build, crypto, which is better than Bitcoin. I'm talking about the layer one solutions. I'm talking about the projects with the blockchain. Devs and VCs need to be paid. So let's give them 48% of future supply of coin. What does it mean here? That you always give allocation to these initial VCs and investors. I have spoken about it before, and definitely developers, who are developing it, and for a result, you just, for example, here I'm talking about Solana. Voila, you just invented Solana. VCs need to dump Solana in order to pay their LPs. LPs are basically liquidity providers to venture capital funds. So basically, definitely your VCs, they need to get paid because they invested, and they need to make money for their investors. This is their business. So VCs need to dump Solana in order to pay their LPs. Developers need to dump Solana, not to pay their investors, but to buy expensive houses and cars in the Bay Areas. So basically, these both VCs and devs, they are the natural seller of the tokens. And then these VCs, they go on podcast and they laugh about the dumping. So if you see these tweets, the Solana billionaire VCs are laughing at the naive retail investors who have purchased Solana when Solana was at peak. And what Solana have done since the Solana has launched is completely a pump and dump show. It started from $2, went to $291, $260, and right now this chart is still $27, but Solana price right now is around $10 to $12, probably $13. Why you are watching this chart here on the screen? Because this what happened with any crypto project which has high institutional fundings. The more bigger VCs you have, the more money you raise from the market to develop your projects. Basically, like I said, these VCs and developers, they are the natural seller. You cannot stop them because they invested in you, and they need to repay their investors with the profit. And this is what makes them a natural seller. And you can see the pain it has caused from the top, where every retail buyer buy Solana because they thought that they're gonna make money on it, and then since then they are just holding a bag of a crap, which is just going down and more down and having more selling pressure because it has highly institutional investors, insiders allocations. So this is a chart of Solana over the period of time, same as the chart you can see of the hard forks of Bitcoin I have shown you. But at least the hard forks of Bitcoin was not one pump and dump, but Solana is clearly, they claim to have the best blockchain, very strong, fast, and reliable, better than Bitcoin. And this is what they have done over the period of time so far. So basically, this is initial token allocation for public blockchains. I'm talking about the layer one solutions. I'm talking about the blockchains, and you can see these red part of each circle is basically, you can read here, is for insiders who are basically the VCs, the companies, the investors. Solana, definitely 48% allocation. You can see Cardano, 19% allocation, Polkadot, 33% allocation, BNB, 50% allocation, even Ethereum, 15% allocation, Tron, you name it, you have almost top layer one solutions in the industry. All these tokens, all these coins, and you can see the allocation to the early investors before the project came to the market, because they need the money to develop and to market. And this what happened with any project when you have more insiders, more heavy investors in the beginning, and you give them higher allocation. So definitely in case of Solana, you can see that there is 13% allocation to team members, the developers, 48% allocations to insiders. More than 61% of current Solana supply is with the VCs and with the developers, which means more than 50% of current supply, more than 60% of current supply is with them, and they are natural seller. They are there to sell on top of the naive retail market to make money for themselves. And this is the end to any project which is basically heavily funded, and they make a lot of noise from the beginning because they say big VCs are investing in us, big institutional investors are investing in us, and this is how they make. And you can see the pain it has caused to naive retail market over the period of time. But it get worse because let me also tell you this, because this is a new story after the collapse of FTX and Alameda. All of us have heard about it. Some of us have they followed it. They know the reasons, all those things. But let me tell you, it get worse because these coins that these people they issue to insiders looks like an investment contract. So there's a Harvey test in US. Harvey test is like whether you are a security or not. And Harvey test goes like this: investment of money in a common enterprise with a reasonable expectation of profit to be derived from the efforts of others. So when you basically, let's say for Solana, they gave 48% allocation to their investors before they launched the project. And then and now Solana went to $291 because of the efforts of others and paying the investors back on top of it. So if you are a project which follow this, basically you are positive for Harvey test. If you are positive for Harvey test, which means that you are a security. If you are a security, then you need to register yourself with the SEC. And what happened that if you want to fail the Harvey test, then you have to fail this very simple statement which I'm trying to say. So let me continue. If you passed Harvey test, you are considered a security, and you need to have registered with the SEC. Solana, Ethereum, Cardano, you name it, they all are clearly a security because they all have insiders allocation before they came to the market. Because they have this inside allocations, because they have taken investment from the investors before going to the market, and now they are pumping, or before they're pumping, or they will pump in the future, it is going to be positive for Harvey test because the profits are going to be derived from the efforts of others, not from the efforts of insiders. So Solana, Ethereum, Cardano, you name it, they all are the security. It is just that it is just that now you can see SEC is going after this, SEC is going after Binance, SEC is going after Ethereum and all those things, because after FTX collapse, everyone is looking for regulations in this industry. And all of these coins, all of these tokens are security because they have insiders allocation from the beginning. Can I see your hand if you are following me so far? How many of you are following me so far? I'll make it very quick because it's easy. Okay, thank you. But it gets more worse if you are not registered with the SEC, which means that you are not regulated like Alameda, like Luna, like Luna Foundation. It get more worse because you are now selling the unregistered security, and the investors are dumping on naive retail investors. Okay, if you are a registered security, then okay, you are regulated. Definitely you can do few things, and you are forbidden to do you are forbidden to do many more things. So it gets worse because let's say Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, all these are unregistered security, which all of us we have in our wallets. And the main problem is not this. The main problem, what I'm going to talk about, to any net neutral observer, what they have created was not a neutral form of money. What I'm trying to say, because of this insiders allocations on discount, very like 99% discount of token price, like people do their ICO, 50% discount, 40% discount, like that. or IEO or VC's allocations, or like here 48% VC allocation, 13% of team allocation in terms of Solana. If you go for example, Flow, 58% of insider allocation. Basically, is at very cheap price because they invested and they believed in early days. So what happened is that the money which is in the market is not neutral from the beginning. It was a software company fueled by selling unregistered securities. But in crypto, we don't care about it. We say that's okay. We are cool libertarians. We don't care about Gary Gensler, the president of SEC. Okay, that's fine. But do you really think is the world is going to adopt new money where insiders were allocated 48%, 25%, 15% of initial supply? Does it not make the money completely non-neutral from the start? But they say, but don't worry, our crypto is on eventual path of decentralization. We have got a roadmap, the MERS, the WERS, the PERS, the splurge. And they call their money ultrasound money. And I'm talking about Vitalik Buterin, the leader of Ethereum, before Ethereum went to proof of stake in September 2022. They said that we are in the roadmap of going to get decentralized. Okay, we are not decentralized today. We have insiders allocations. For Ethereum, there was 15% of insider allocation and 5% of the tokens which belong to the team. So 20% of allocation was to the Ethereum team, investors, and the developers. So if you think I'm making it up, there's a post you can read where Vitalik Buterin is talking about Ethereum merge, getting ready for the surge, wars, purge, and the splurge, and they are calling it ultrasound money. And what happened to that ultrasound money that they are saying? So by the time of 2000, this is a post from Bitcoin Forum, which I have tried to capture in this presentation, is that Vitalik Buterin have sold 25% of his coins way back by the time of 2017, and definitely a lot more even after that. So on one hand, they call it ultrasound money. On one hand, they call it future. On one hand, they call it, something you should hold. It will make you rich one day. It will make you, come out of your financial situation one day. And this is what they do themselves on the background where they don't believe. It's kind of strange because the ultrasound money, which has a CEO, which has a leader who has created a multi-year roadmap. The only thing not included in that roadmap is his leaving the project or not. So, for example, Vitalik Buterin has never talked about leaving the Ethereum or leaving the ERC20 or Ethereum blockchain. They never talk about that they are going to leave one day. They prepare the roadmap for multi-year roadmap, which makes it very centralized. All they leave the project, the developers, the leaders, they leave the project by dumping their tokens in the market, like Jed McCaleb did from Ripple XRP. So this is Cardano, this is Ethereum, this is Solana, this is everyone. What they say, let's just pretend that there's no one in charge. Let's do our ICO from Japan, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, BVI, to avoid SEC. They make these stories. Okay, we cannot do ICO from US, but we can do ICO from here and there, and let's pretend that there is no one in charge. And there's a, like I said, in bottom is like Ripple, the corporation. Why Ripple have a case? Why? Just hang on. So everyone knows that there's a case for Ripple in US because of its US registered security, and so you cannot sell coins without getting registered into SEC, and that's where they have this case going on with XRP and the SEC in US. So I'm not trying here to make comments on these big personalities. So enough cynicism. Let's make the perfect money, fair launch like Bitcoin, but it's hard to get the word out about your new crypto unless you don't have a large marketing budget. You cannot develop, you You cannot get liquidity, you cannot do promotions, you cannot do market, you cannot do exchange listings. You cannot do none of it if you don't have funds from the beginning. But you can't have a large launch. Like I said, it's hard to get the word out about your new crypto unless you have a large marketing budget. But you can't have a large marketing budget without a pre-mine or initial investor who compromise the neutrality of your new crypto from the start. Like we have discussed with and we have seen here in this chart, what happened is that you need to have this budget, and to get this budget, this is what you have to do in order to go live in the market and make money for your investors and make money for your team. And we can see that what happened with these projects when they come to the market, and all happen is that the naive retail investors, they have the coins in their wallets and they are waiting for it that one day it will go up and one day I will make money on it. Moving forward, it's so no cynicism, no criticize, but what we can do, they say there's going to be a fair launch like Bitcoin, but definitely you need a large marketing budget to do many things. But you cannot have a large marketing budget if you don't give allocations to investors from the beginning. So what is the conclusion of this presentation is that we talk about you can fork Bitcoin, but no one care anymore. The game is up. All the forks of Bitcoin have gone to zero. You can set up a software company, you can issue unregistered securities. I'm talking about the other blockchains which are in the market, and then you can dump on naive retail investors. Do you see how special Bitcoin is now? The founder left the project early and never sold or cashed in. I'm talking about it's individual or it's a group of people. I'm talking about Satoshi. So the founder left the project. Satoshi left the project in 2011, unlike Vitalik Buterin, who is still driving from the front as a leader. The founder left the project early on and never sold or cashed in. It's not about technology. It's not about proof of work or blockchain. It's all about the neutral form of money. No one cares that you come up with a solution, you say your crypto is better, you say that it has a better solution, you say it's more tech savvy, it has can create bigger blocks, it is faster, less gas fee, for example, Binance Smart Chain, or for example, Polygon, less gas fee. But the problem with these coins are that they are not neutral from the beginning because they have these allocations. Definitely that's what makes Bitcoin special. I'm not trying to say Bitcoin is special because it was the first currency, not because of it is proof of work, not because of Bitcoin came first and then everyone came into the crypto, not because of it has a better technology or blockchain. Bitcoin is Bitcoin because it is neutral from the beginning. No pre-mined tokens, no inside allocations, no marketing budget, nothing. It has grown under the radar itself. This is why from 2009 to 2012, Bitcoin had no value, because Bitcoin did not pay anyone to build anything on Bitcoin. They did not pay exchanges that, okay, you build exchange where people will trade Bitcoin and Bitcoin value will grow up. They did not ask anyone to buy Bitcoin. They did not ask. Wait. They did not pay anyone for marketing. Nothing. Why? Because in order to do that, they need to give the Bitcoins before the Bitcoin came to the market. So no inside allocation. So if there is a crypto in whole coin market cap, I'm talking about 20,000 coins, which is neutral, which has a potential of global adoption. If, okay, 5-6% of global adoption is there. Internet took 15 years before internet get the boom. If there is a currency which has a potential to become a global currency, if there's a currency which institutes, which larger, on a government sector, because you can see Bitcoin is not a security already announced by the US way back. They don't call it a security because it has no insider allocation. There is no founder. There is no leader who is leading. There is no team tokens, unlike Vitalik Buterin selling their tokens, their team tokens in the market and calling their currency ultrasound money. So if there is any currency which one should keep, which one should hold, or one should buy, is Bitcoin. The very simple reason is that it is neutral form of money. How many of you are following me so far on this presentation, which I tried to make you understand? All of us, we hunt for new cryptos. All of us, we hunt for what is going to be the next 1000x, 10,000x token. Definitely, you might get lucky. Because very new projects will come. People say, if you bought Shiba in 2020 for even $1,000, you would have made millions, or probably a couple of millions of dollars. Okay, you can get lucky there. That's gambling. You can keep gambling. You can keep buying some tokens which you think can do 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x in the market. Will make you give the financial freedom. But definitely, if there is a currency which has the capacity of running even after 50 years, is only Bitcoin, which is neutrally adopted from the beginning. Go to CoinMarketCap, check CoinMarketCap in 2018, check CoinMarketCap in 2017, 16, 15, 14, and even today. See the top 100 coins. The top 100 coins in 2017 are not in top 100 right now. So the top 100 coins in 2022 today will be the top 100 coin after 4 years. All these coins, they come, they do a very good bull market, they go very big in the bull market, and then they go down and down and down. The only currency which is there from the coin market came, or before the coin market, on the top is Bitcoin, just because of it has a proper it is a neutral form of money in a very simple way. So let me move on to the next step. Let me move on to the step where we have expected that Bitcoin Zero will do wonders in 1 month or 2 months, because the first approach to Bitcoin Zero was no insider allocation, no investment on it. Basically a neutral form of money. So let me continue the presentation for next 5 more minutes before I go for my next Zoom meeting. So the reason of Bitcoin Zero after this presentation is the neutral form of money for global adoption. No owner to private keys, zero pre-mine, no founders, no developers, no VCs, 21 million supply of POS mining. Will take its time to grow, because we are not pushing money, we are not investing money to grow it. Bitcoin did not invest money to grow Bitcoin itself. Let me get to you to the infrastructure. These are the protocol infrastructures which are now ready, which we are going to adopt. So very importantly, there will be a public address. I discussed before, but the protocols were not ready, but now it's ready. There will be a public address, which is a multi-signature decentralized wallet. You have to focus here. 5 minutes is technical, but I'll try to make you realize that all the money which, okay, so why Bitcoin Zero will get successful when Bitcoin is there? Why somebody will get into Bitcoin Zero when Bitcoin is already there? What we have done is not something very special. We just tried to keep the neutral form of money, but definitely the people who are late in Bitcoin journey can be in a Bitcoin Zero journey. And all the in Bitcoin, the mining expenses for mining goes to hardware when you buy hardware to mine Bitcoin, or you pay electricity to the government electricity board. These are the expenses to mine Bitcoin, because every single Bitcoin in the market has mined by the miners in the market. What difference is here, and how this is going to reward the community on a bigger scale, is because of there's a Bitcoin NFT smart contract. We are calling it minting smart contract, from where you can mint the miner. Every minting fee is going to a public address, which will be shared. A new website of Bitcoin Zero with all the information will be live in next 30-40 days. 21 million supply. There is a node, you connect your miner to the node. And when you connect your miner to the node, you start mining Bitcoin, and then you harvest. For harvest, you use ZWatt, which you buy ZWatt to harvest. Even the money that you are using to buy ZWatt, we are calling it harvesting fee, is also coming to this public address. So you can see that this multi-sig decentralized wallet, which is a public address, you can see all the funds from miners to mining is coming to this wallet. This wallet, I will share how you can see how transparent this wallet is, and then you create a circulating supply and you create a secondary market. So this is a BTCZ protocol infrastructure. The change is that all the money, the people buying ZWatt for harvesting, the money is going to the multi-sig wallet, public address like Bitcoin. 1.1 million Bitcoin mined by Satoshi Group is in public address, never moved, never sold. The very same way, all the money coming is going to this public address. People can check, it's on blockchain, no one can hide. Moving to the governance token infrastructure. So what is governance token infrastructure? A governance token is there because there is a wallet. So let's say there is $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, $10 million are in the wallet. $100 million are in the wallet because of harvesting fee, because of miners, because of people who mine $10, $11, they have to pay to harvest. So there's a public wallet. Once there is a public wallet, there is a governance structure on it. So I'm talking about a governance structure very briefly. So there is a governance token I spoke about, but the protocol was not ready. Now the infrastructure of governance token is ready. So what is governance token? That governance token will mint each block along with the BTCZ block. So let's say every 10 minutes, there are 50 Bitcoins are going from the node. Similarly, every 10 minutes, 50 governance token will go. This is a governance, which will be a governance token supply. All the harvesting fee will also go to this wallet address. Now, governance token is been split into two pools, Pool A and Pool B. Pool B is BTCZ community holders. Everyone who holds BTCZ will receive automatically every 10 minutes some governance tokens. Then 20% of the governance tokens are going to the top 100 BTCZ holders on blockchain. What I'm trying to explain is here, every 10 minutes, there will be a governance token, which will mint automatically in the same number of BTCZ. Because Bitcoin Zero is controlled by the miners, we all know that everybody who is mining the Bitcoin, the secondary market is depending upon them because they have to harvest, then they have to sell to create the secondary market supply. Similarly, the voting rights, because the wallet which hold all the money on behalf of Bitcoin Zero, this wallet, the money is the governance token is going to the Bitcoin holders. So not giving all the power to the miners. Miners has power of mining and creating the secondary market. On the other side, the holders have the power of voting. The holders have the power of using this multi-sig wallet and how to reward from this multi-sig wallet. Going back. So it is going to, so let's say every 10 minutes, 50 governance tokens are being minted, 80%, 40 is going to the whole community, 20%, let's say 10 is going to the top 100 holders. And this will create the governance token holders. Now you get the token holders of governance, you get the voting smart contract, you get the voting rights, and all the harvesting fees, like I said, again, is going to the public decentralized wallet. Now, what you will do with the money you have in your this public wallet? Because BTCZ, I will show in next two slides, is ready for very huge adoption. And this public address will receive money every time, every day, where you can watch, where you can see, you can see every time, you can refresh. You can see there are only inward transactions, no outward transaction. But what you will do with the money, because this money is multi-sig controlled by the governance token. Let's say there's $100 million and you want to pay, let's say, ECN community some money against the ECN. It's from the voting, it's from the governance voting contract. If the voting is approved, the money moves from that wallet, from the governance smart contract automatically. So this is where I'm talking about the multi-sig wallet infrastructure. This is the voting infrastructure. So everyone who has governance tokens, who hold a governance token, they get access to their voting smart contracts, where basically you can vote. You have to stake your governance token to vote. For example, let's say uh, somebody wants to build something for Bitcoin Zero, and he has a project, and he wants to receive $50,000 from Bitcoin Zero wallet. The person can do, the person can talk about the project. The community will vote. Okay, if the project get more than 50% voting, he gets the money. This is how you develop the ecosystem around it, for marketing, for developments, for other things, without no one paying from pocket, without any investors. So when you vote and you have more than 51% of the voting, the results, if it is yes, then the grant is given, the grant is approved, and the money moves from the multi-sig wallet. Every time when you are doing voting, basically your governance token, they get burned, so that you cannot use the same token to vote again and again. Definitely every 10 minutes you are going to get more governance tokens. Early growing ecosystem, let me talk about. So integration of BTCZ by a couple of fiat payment processor is proof of acceptance as neutral money. We have 3 fiat payment processors. When I say fiat payment processors, I'm not talking about crypto. I'm talking about like you use UPI, like you use phone pay, like you use any of these fiat payment processors. So far, we have been integrated with PBPay, Cryptology, and GenPay. These are 3 big fiat payment processors which are going to accept Bitcoin. They are going to announce it on their website. I'm talking about Bitcoin Zero. So the fiat payment processors are going to accept Bitcoin Zero to process payment on their platforms. This is not one platform. These are the processors who are going to use Bitcoin, start accepting Bitcoin Zero instead of taking money. For example, let's say you have a Netflix subscription of $100, and Netflix is saying you can pay $100 of Bitcoin Zero. It's not about Netflix is saying, it's the payment processor which Netflix is using to take the money. So I'm not talking about the platform, I'm not talking about the Amazon, I'm not talking about the Netflix, I'm not talking about Tesla, I'm not talking about the platforms, I'm talking about the payment processors who process payments on behalf of these companies. So GenPay, PBPay, Cryptology, 3 payment processors in last 2 months. After looking into the governance model, after looking into the voting smart contract model, after realizing that it's a neutral form of money, they are going to accept Bitcoin Zero as a payment processor for them. Let me summarize something, and let me then open the door for the next meeting. The summary is that there is no other currency like Bitcoin. I have explained in a very easy way. You can keep gambling, you can keep buying some tokens in the market, you can expect that token to go 100x, 1000x, and then you can make money on it. But that is not something which is a crypto you should keep for your children. That is not something crypto you keep for your next generation. If any crypto you keep for your kids, for your next generations to come, is only Bitcoin, because this is only neutral form of money from the beginning. Starting from this neutral form of money, we come to the Bitcoin Zero, which is also a neutral form of money, because no pre-allocations, no VCs, no funding, nothing. And in a situation where we have been accepted by fiat payment processors, these are 3 fiat payment processors. You can check online as well. Moving to the production mode, which I spoke yesterday. So how now we are going to the production mode as a community from this very highly scalable product is going to be my next Zoom. I can do it probably if you wish. I can do it on wait. We can do it on 14th. because we are going to the production mode from here. This is a very basic. This is just something I wanted to explain to you from the beginning of this new year. On 14th, we are going to have another Zoom. It's Saturday. More people will be available. More people will be able to give their time. It's a weekend. And we are going to talk about what next, which is already done. Our next presentation of production, and a very big surprise for everyone in space of this journey. So today I wanted to share with you, just wanted to, because when you make such presentation, it open your eyes as well. So when I was going through this presentation, I will share it in the group. You can have a look into it, read it. Definitely, it has nothing to do with the ECN or something, but this is really something which all of you should know, because all of you are in crypto space. Industry is still very nascent. Industry is still very new. Definitely, it's just 12 years. It's not late for anyone. Don't get disappointed. This what happens, when you have this kind of growth in the industry. Some people, some big people need to fall for others to realize what is right and what is wrong. So 2022 has been a year, where people have realized that, at least they got some visibility. People started talking about exchanges, proof of reserves, and all those things, started moving their money. They started realizing, oh, probably my money is not safe with this exchange as well, and all those things. So it has been a very informative year for us. All of us are in this industry, seeking this industry on a very higher scale, knowing that this is a future we cannot avoid. Definitely, blockchain and crypto are the future, and we have to, if not today, then tomorrow or after a couple of years, we need to get into this industry. It is very important for us to know the basics. It is very important for you to buy any crypto to know that what is insider allocation in this crypto, and when insiders are going to get their token allocated. These informative Zooms will be there, but next Zoom on Saturday, 14th of January, is also a big festival in India. A very, very good day. We start, I'll share the next presentation on the production of that. So thank you so much for listening to me today. This presentation took a while. It took some time. Will be shared in the group. Very, very good thing is going to announce on 14th of January. Have a wonderful day ahead. I wish you a very happy new year. One thing I always say, I'll keep saying, is that you reach to your destination if you don't stop and if you keep walking. Considering these Zooms, even after September of 2021, we are in January 2023. It's 1.5 years. There is no need of considering these Zooms. There is no need of keeping your hopes. People, it's nothing new to us. We have lost money. Many people lost money in Luna, for example, but there is no hope. They know it's zero. Lost money in some other crypto. All of us have lost money. All of you have lost money in many cryptos, but because there is no hope, you are not, one day, one night, you realize, okay, my money is lost. Why from last 1.5 years, I am keeping you in this situation where you are neither on this side or not that side. You are neither able to accept that my money is lost. Also, nor you are able to get rewarded. Definitely, the reason of keeping these sessions is not to playing with you. Definitely, we don't have to do that. But keeping these sessions is also making sure that we reach to our destination and we reach in time. I am very much confident that before the market sentiments are going to be better, before the market is going to start recover, Bitcoin halving is in April 2024. My personal expectation is that the market will start recovering by the end of 2023. I'm not saying Bitcoin will go to $100,000. I'm saying start recovering. So the market should start recovering by the end of 2023, and a very good bull market is awaiting for us. Definitely, the next bull market will be very mature. Most of this stupidity will be gone from the market. Most of this meme coins, most of this NFTs, they are out of the market now. People have become more mature. People have become more sincere. They have the pain they have taken. They have learned many things. The next bull market, my friends, is going to be very mature, very good, and probably the best bull market is the next bull market so far. So our target is to get into a position before the bull market so that we can reap we can harvest by the time the bull market comes. That's the approach. That's where we are gonna make our timeline, and the next bull market will be favoring all of us. This is the approach, and this is the intention, and this is the intent. So have a wonderful day ahead. Definitely 2022. You had bad 2022, you can say, me, because of me. And we'll try to make 2023 very better. The intent is good. The approach is right. And don't forget to join on 14th of January. 273 people here. I understand most of the people are the people who lost money. The people who made money don't care anymore. But it's quite obvious. It's quite normal. It's nothing. It's not. I'm not saying anything bad to anyone who is not here or who is here. So you definitely, the one who are having pain, the who have hopes, are on the Zoom. It's a big number of people on the Zoom, and also a big community is under building. I'll share all this information with you with time, one after the another. So 14th January, good day. We talk about the production presentation, and I wish you a good weekend. All of us have survived 2022, and we have shown our intent, courage, and definitely it will help us moving forward. Thank you, guys. Take care, and thank you so much. I see you on 14th. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.